Yay!
Do you think that noise, the music, accurately welcomes you?
It does very much. Thank you for the introduction.
You're so
Thank you, Ali, for looping me in. Yes, it does. It's like couldn't be perfect.
Always so excited to have Chai in studio. He's movie guy Chai. He loves movies, movie buff.
I watch everything.
Everything, and of course, this week has been a massive week for cinema.
Yes, it has. There's the Oscars. The Oscars happened, and so many things to talk about.
The fashion.
The fashion.
That's what we're going to talk about, right?
The fashion. What? Am I the right guest right here? Am I meant to be sitting right here? Can we like swap with the fashion guy?
Where's Simran when I need her?
Yeah.
No. Of course, we're going to talk about. Look, the Oscars happened 2 days ago. We know Best Picture. I want to know about the less talked about. I want to know who you think was the most deserved Oscar.
Definitely Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. He was nominated for the Best Actor, and I felt like this is the last time he could ever be nominated for the Best Actor because he passed away, unfortunately, earlier this year or last year, if I'm not wrong.
It was late last year.
Yeah, late last year.
But he didn't win.
He didn't win,
So I said most deserved. What?
No, but he deserved it.
Most
Yeah.
deserved. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he deserved it. But Anthony Hopkins won for The Father.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is not his first Oscar, if I'm not wrong. He's won a few before, but it's cool. I understand.
Well, what's interesting is this year, I read that usually they end the Oscars on Best Picture, because it's kind of the bit, and they ended it actually, interestingly, on Best Male. And I think there was a lot of buzz around the fact that Chadwick would win, seeing it was such a kind of a special tribute. And I think a lot of people...
It was emotional.
A lot of people felt the same as you, that it would have been a big year for him to take it home, but the critics didn't give it. How about...
No, but I was just going to say they should have always ended it as the Best Picture and probably had a little tribute towards the end, like Wakanda forever, guys. Like Ali's doing it right there. Like we all know what this means, and even Chadwick Boseman, he has had a major impact on a lot of people's life. He fought cancer, if I'm not wrong, and the best part about it is he never spoke about it and no one knew about it.
Yeah.
And he was so completely chilled with life, and people thought he was just a regular guy until the news hit us. And this year they should have still ended it with the Best Picture, but they should have put a tribute to him, tribute to the actors that passed away, because a lot of actors actually passed away in the past year or so. Not due to COVID, but all medical reasons. So yeah.
How do you think the Oscars played out? Because usually it's obviously on a much bigger scale. This year, the fact that it went ahead, I think, was quite special, but they did it a little bit differently, different locations.
Yeah.
How do you think it compared to other years?
I was actually surprised they did the Oscars to begin with.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't realize that the Oscars were happening until it happened. But again, everything is going online, social distancing, and even this year there weren't that many movies produced in the last 365 days compared to the years prior, where there's a lot of movies and there's anybody could be a potential winner, and we have these specific months where a lot of Oscar movies get released and people they are good contenders and all that. But this year the selection was small, which should have probably made things easier for people to pick which movie was going to win the best movie or the best actor or the best supporting actress, so things like that. So yeah, I was very surprised it actually happened to begin with.
But it's so interesting because in the last year, I think we've turned more to our screens, and maybe we haven't been watching the big blockbusters because they haven't been coming out, but we also pay attention more to cinema because we don't have concerts, we don't have clubs, so we're spending more time on entertainment. So I actually think the videos that did get produced deserve even more attention, and we're looking.
I'm sure they got a lot more attention because like you just mentioned, cinemas was the only one thing, the go-to thing for everyone during this pandemic. We're constantly watching content on our phones, on our mobiles and all that, and we were Like I think this time more than ever, everybody was aware of all the movies that came out. Everybody was aware of all the Oscar movies because if you ask
Few.
people, like,
There's a few I wasn't.
no, but like,
But I'm not a massive movie buff.
yeah, no,
in all
even
fairness.
like even as a massive movie fan or movie buff, like in the past prior Oscars, you asked me, oh, can you name at least 3 4 movies that came out? I'll be like probably the best picture. Like I wouldn't be able to tell you a lot of them because a lot of them are like indie films, like it's low budget, it's very story driven movies. But this time there was some really big contenders. There was the Father was there. There was Nomadland. There was Judas and the Black Messiah. There was Chicago Trial of Seven. Like there was Soul. There was Tenant. Like I could go on. I knew
Well,
so many movies
let's
that
talk about
released.
all of these ones that are profile that you knew of. Who got the Oscar that you felt deserved it?
That deserved it.
Like who were you when it was announced you were like, yes, that's the one I saw.
I was gonna say Tenant for visual effects. Like for Christopher Nolan, like he always does something over the top with visual effects, and I was really happy that he got it for Tenant. But like going back to it, like I was saying before, the other movies in that same category did not match the level of what Tenant had to offer. So the other visual effects, they were
That's
great,
probably
visually
because there's
stunning.
less movies made this year.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I think even this year, if I'm not wrong, Warner Brothers pumped a lot of money into Tenant because we didn't have movies for like 4 months straight, and then there was a big release Tenant that was coming out, and everybody was gearing up to watch it in the cinema. Everybody's like, you gotta watch it in IMAX and all that. And even Warner Brothers pumped so much into just awareness of the movie, so everybody knows of Tenant. But like if you go to the other ones, there's Love and Monsters, which is really nice. I forgot the other ones, but like Tenant was so big that without a doubt anybody, you could ask anyone and they'd say, yeah, I watched Tenant, and Tenant's the one that's gonna win it.
Yeah, but that never necessarily means wins for Oscars. It's never, because like
Yeah.
isn't the Oscars quite interesting because it's a very small pool of people in the kind of fancy film
Yeah,
industry in LA, who actually do the voting. So I don't know if they're swayed by the fact that it's Warner Brothers putting a lot of money in.
No, like true, but like again, like I go back to saying, like because Tenant had so much money and their movie budget was so high, their visual effects was over the top compared to any other. So it was sort of like a no-brainer
Gotcha.
at that point of time that yeah, we'll give it to Tenant because like if everybody is in a scale of B and C, they're like an A plus plus because that's how much they went into making that movie because
Gotcha.
at that point of time they really needed people to come to the cinema, especially US was in a very bad market at that time, and they needed people to, they were going to reopen the cinemas, and they started with Tenet, so that would drag people into it. So yeah, so that's what I would say. But Tenet's a really nice movie. It's very confusing, as always, as every other Christopher Nolan movie. You have to watch it 2 3 times to actually understand what's happening. People are walking back in time, people are walking front in time, and I'm like, what is time right now?
Okay,
So-
it sounds like Inception on.
It is Inception on steroids.
Okay, back to Oscars. Who was robbed? Who deserved the Oscar but didn't get it?
Like I said, Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, like Wakanda forever, guys. Ali, you gotta do it. Wakanda forever, like in that one, yeah, I
I
would.
think you were talking about Best Picture before, because obviously Nomadland got Best Picture, they got Best Director and Best Female Actress, but there's another movie there that you reckon was Messiah.
Yeah, but like we brought up this point earlier. I haven't seen Nomadland, which is one of my movies that I'm going to be watching this weekend. But I watched Chicago Trial of Seven and I watched Judas and the Black Messiah. And I felt both of them were really good movies. Both of them are based on true stories. So like probably because I was being a little biased. I was gonna say right there I wanted Judas and the Black Messiah to win. So like I'm honest,
But we
I-
need your judgment after you've seen
so
Nomadland.
I'm gonna watch Nomadland over the weekend, and then I'll tell you guys, did it really win in my eyes?
Okay.
So yeah.
So speaking of watching, I don't know about you guys, but I have Netflix at home. And I'll probably ever only play for one streaming service because I don't watch a huge amount of TV. But of course, we have Netflix, Amazon Plus, Disney Plus, Apple TV, Stars Play, HBO. First of all, what do you guys watch your TV
There's
shows
so
on?
many that you-
There's so many now.
There's
It's really
so many.
confusing. Am I right to be on Netflix if I'm only going to pay for one because I'm a little bit cheap, or should I be on more? What do you have?
I have Netflix. I have Amazon Prime. I have. I think those are the two major ones I have. I want Disney Plus and HBO Max, but like because HBO Max is not in the region yet, so that's a little unfortunate. Disney Plus. Like, I've watched a lot of Disney movies and I've watched most of them in cinemas. So
Interesting, yeah.
I'm contemplating, do I really need it? But like going back to the same streaming wars thing, like I would rather take HBO Max because when they release a new movie, they release it the first day on theater and on your streaming platform. But what Disney Plus is doing is when they're releasing a new movie, they're charging you for the new movie if you want to watch it at home, which is kind of off-putting. Like, why would you do that? So
Well, I enjoy watching things from home, and if it's just like, however, let's say if it's like 20, 30 dirham to watch it from home.
no, it's $29,
$29.
and you'll only have it for 24 hours or 48 hours.
Oh.
So like you're paying for the subscription to begin with, so you're already paying them. And then if every month they're releasing a new movie, then you gotta pay for that movie. Like it doesn't really like. That's kind of a shady move.
So what should I have?
Netflix, Amazon Prime, like those
Netflix,
are two
Amazon
good.
Prime.
Like Netflix.
What
Sorry.
did you say?
Crunchyroll anime.
Crunchyroll.
Roll.
Crunchyroll. If you guys like anime, do y'all have Crunchyroll? Have you subscribed to that? And what's your favorite animes? Please tell Ollie because he will love to chat to you guys about everything anime.
Yeah. I had a quick look. Netflix has some anime. I found
Netflix
myself.
have a lot of anime.
Yeah, I was.
I'm not much of an anime fan,
Yes,
but
yes.
like I think they have Castlevilla or
Castlevania.
do they have Death Note?
Death Note.
They have a movie Death Note in there.
Yeah.
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 No.
Doesn't really.
They have One Punch Man, which is really funny and interesting.
Punch Man.
Yeah. Well, One Punch Man is like one of those animes that I've watched because
But these are all like mainstream animes. Like they're very famous.
It's mainstream, so if you want to dip your toe into the anime world,
Yeah.
before you leave us, movie guy Chai, what one show should we be watching this weekend? Especially me, I'm getting the vaccine, probably chill out, won't do much. What should I watch?
that depends on the genre. If you want to watch,
Invincible.
I was gonna say Invincible, but like
yeah.
it could be too dark. And parents, please don't let your kids watch it. It looks like a cartoon. It is not a cartoon. So please.
Advice from movie guy Chai.
Yeah,
parents.
but it's brilliant. Like if you've seen The Boys, it's literally The Boys on animated version.
Okay.
It's gritty, it's dark, it's funny,
I'm down with that.
and it's superhero. That's my jam. So
That's not my jam.
yeah, if you want to watch something interesting, which is really funny and Lupin.
Lupin.
It's
Oh,
on
I've seen
it's
that.
on
It's a
Netflix.
movie?
It's on Netflix. It's a TV show.
Fine.
It's a French TV show, Lupin. Oh, it's so funny. Best thing on Netflix, you can watch it with English audio. That's what I did, and it's about a French sort of detective come robber.
Yeah.
And the whole premise is his father has been robbed and jailed for the wrong reason, and he's trying to get the man behind it. And it's so creative. It's so funny. Like the way he does it, the way he disguises himself, and all that. It's a good watch, and I think season 2 is gonna come out soon.
Shadow and Bone.
Have you seen Shadow and Bone? I was
You're
gonna-
just naming it. I'm like, maybe I've heard of it. I'm watching.
It's the top 10 in
Yeah?
it's the first
Have
one.
you watched the Irregulars?
Irregular?
Yeah. In Regulars, you like Sherlock?
Guys,
if you like
have
Sherlock,
you watched Irregulars?
if you like Sherlock, you
Seen
like
any of these shows?
In Regulars, it's a couple of kids. It's based in the 1980s when Sherlock's time was actually Sherlock's time. So it's that's a good watch. That's a little. It goes a little crazy though. It goes into a very fantasy sci-fi. Rather than Sherlock detective, but there's a lot of detective elements in it. I just realized I like a lot of detective movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a very similar theme. We're getting a
Yeah.
lot of questions. Someone's saying HBO is great too. What is Crunchyroll? I think we explained it a little bit. It's mainly for
Crunchyroll.
anime.
Yeah.
Japanese anime.
Japanese anime, Crunchyroll.
Japanese anime. Guys, I feel like we could go on for years because we literally have not gone into my Netflix recommendations.
One thing we
But I'll
can
leave it-
watch over the weekend is, guys, please go catch Nobody. It's a brilliant movie. If you like John Wick, it's the same creators. It is. It's just a good
And that's
entertainment
in movie theaters.
in theaters
in
right
Dubai.
now. So please go catch it.
So if you're at home, Lupin, theaters, go catch Nobody. Let us know how you get on. Thank you, Chai, so much.
Thank you,
A
Casey.
wealth of knowledge. I feel like
I could talk forever and
there's an
ever.
encyclopedia there.
Let me open it.
There's an encyclopedia of dad jokes lurking behind this lovely man. Guys, thank you so much.
Not a dad yet, yeah?
That is it for... Yet.
Yeah.
Operative word.
I did say yet. So.
That is it for us at the Lovin Daily. I've just turned on. By the way, it's No Makeup Thursday. If
Exactly.
Can
you see?
This is why we are both repping no makeup looks.
Exactly.
We like to represent the fact that you don't need to wear makeup every single day.
Yeah, no makeup.
If anyone ever wants to join, would appreciate
yeah.
that. That is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Catch us every single day. Shireen is here with you tomorrow morning from 9:30. Do not miss her, and I'll be back with you Sunday morning, same time, same place. Stay safe and wash your hands. Thank you, Moving Guy.
Thank you. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Bye.